he is currently playing with an injury, I found out, as is Joshua Natali.
Yeah. He's playing Snake really strong today.
And I see Breeze in the that 50 area. What
a lot of the teams are calling it Command.
Command, alright.
Yeah, so...
Aaron Kendall taking an aggressive bump, and...
That Highway Temple.
Looks like he may have gotten bounced, but... That's good. He's talking to... Aaron's talking to Morgan through the Snake. Oh, and Breeze gone.
Yeah, now, traded though.
Did Aaron trade? Okay.
Yeah, he traded that one.
No, I think he may have gotten shot by
Morgan?
Morgan, he's grabbing his ass.
Right leg. Yeah.
That is fantastic.
Alright, well, Trombone's got that one.
Alright, I'm just gonna mute the mic for just a quick sec and talk to one of our refs. And I don't think I actually muted that, so sorry if I just shouted in everyone's ear. Can you get ready to take these notes, Kale, to figure out like any times that we might?
I am ready and primed with our pen.
All right. Sorry, can you update us on any times? Because we got a late start. We couldn't stream. Do you have any times or scores for us so far?
Okay, so Order 66 versus Havoc
is
2 points to Havoc.
Yep.
Jill, how much on the Havoc Order 66 game?
415.
So that's for the 245.
Yep.
And then on the Skewers Rusty Trombone game, we have 2 minutes 41. Sorry, maths is
cool. And do you know what their points were?
And 2 points to Rusty Trombone.
Cool.
Thank you, Amanda.
You've been wonderful.
Alright, so now I think we are current. On your screen you'll see Order 66 on the left.
We're still muted. I think.
Huh?
Are we still muted?
No.
It's not showing green.
That's...
Oh.
Alright. 66 taking a pretty conservative breakout, stuttering out to Dorito corner.
Yeah, fell into the death barricade.
And 66 has a snake corner, but I think you need to drop a couple of bodies or shoot out a couple of people before you can get into that snake safely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here comes Francis stuttering out to snake corner.
Back center's watching that lane quite strongly going into snake. We've got Mishka in the little death cake.
Francis is calling a kill on back center, I think.
Yeah, I can't see it from here. The ref's going in for a bit of a squeeze.
Oh, Bell bumping up into the race.
Hard barricade to play those little races. So.
But she's gotta keep pushing up. They're down 2, less than 2 minutes. So
Havoc are playing very conservatively. They're not going to even think about going for any of their barricades. So back center's gone for Order 66. 4 versus 5, Havoc's way. Francis just got bounced by Bell.
Bell's trying to keep the comms up.
Yeah, unfortunately she's the only one on the team I can hear communicating right now.
Agreed. Phil's just taking the 30 Dorito on the far side for Havoc. And Mish is going for the A. And he takes it out. Oh, he gets shot going into the A.
Yeah.
David Portlock drops on the back line for...
And so did their snake corner.
Yeah, that was David. Ooh, and
Bell's
then Bell's
gone.
cops a couple of extra.
Yeah, a couple of nice ones to the top of the head. But...
So it's Dorito corner is all that's left for...
Yeah, Dorito corner only
66.
for Order 66.
He's some shucking and jiving. That looks like Adam, who's just bumped from the Dorito corner to that temple. Here goes Spatch is going for a debunker. Did Spatch trade there?
Yeah, it must have. I didn't even see Adam looking this way, but
Well,
must have missed it just as he came around.
we might.
Oh, unless he got shot by his own team.
We've got a replay here, but these replays, they're probably not all that telling. So in the replay now, that looks like Spatch. Maybe he's gotten up to the
Spatch
50,
just bumped to the 50,
and now
going
he's
through.
And then perhaps the replay cut out just when he was about to bunker him. I can't really tell.
It's hard. We can only see the replay on a really small screen as well, so...
Yeah, we see it on a very small screen with a whole lot of glare. It's hard to see what's going on out here.
If anyone at home saw that, let us know.
Yeah, if anyone at home is watching, the chat is disabled for the live stream. Whoa. Who? Aaron Kendall shooting the stream booth. He gave us the old apologetic wave, but that's just not enough.
No, that's not enough. I think he needs to run through a gauntlet of all the players.
Alright, what do we got? What's going on out here now? So...
Oh, my dad polo got stuff on it.
Alright, we've got Trombone on the right.
Yeah, Trombone on the right, Spupus on the left.
Spewis.
Yep, far out. And 2 minutes 41 on the game clock. 2 points to Trombone.
241?
Yeah, 241, 2 points to Trombone.
Alright, again, if you're watching this and you can share it to a Facebook page, share it around, it'd be good to have as many people see this as we can. We are hoping to kind of raise the profile of what we do out here, of what we're doing out here. Let's look at paintball. Alright, Trombone on the right, Spewis on the left, Trombone up 2-0. John Collister shooting his way into that highway can. God. And they've shot 2 people. Josh Natali dropping as well as the snake corner. And
That's a strong play.
John Collister's now at the head of the snake.
If he can just deal with that back center player, Beast is not looking.
It looks like Aaron Kendall, or perhaps shot John Collister. But John, I think, bounced Aaron at the same time. Alright, we got Bree back center for Spewis. Logan's in that temple, and then the corner Dorito is Brian Blundell, who is just making his way back out on the field after a little bit of a break. He was playing out here in Sapa for a little while. He played some sevens, didn't he? Did he go out and play like M's or semi-pro? Or?
Yeah, Brian Blundell played sevens in semi-pro on one of the teams I captained, actually.
Yeah. Seems like a pretty good guy. I don't know him too well, but he seems like a pretty good guy.
Logan's gone into Snake 1.
I think he got bounced doing so.
Trombone is filled into Snake Corner at the same time.
Yeah, that's Aaron Kendall, who just got called out by Jilly. Logan's voice cracking in excitement. And
Spewis bumping up to Dorito 2 as well.
Spewis needs to make it happen. I think they only have one opposition left.
Yeah.
1 minute on the clock. Down by 2. It's time to just make something happen. Logan heard me.
I think it's 4v1, so it should be an easy closeout.
Alright. And they're just walking it in, even though there's 40 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, I haven't heard the rest call 1 minute though, so...
Maybe my time is wrong.
That's my fault, because I told you the time, but...
But that's good. I was expecting this would be a good match. And now we got 2-1 in favor of Trombone.
Well, we've got at least a minute left on the clock.
Some discussion on the field. Who's got a bye right now? Do you know? So
Okay,
these
so Assassins have got the bye. Jokers and Black are about to play, so we might be able to get Ryan out
Let's see
here.
if we can get Ryan out here. Ash, you there, buddy?
Otherwise, somebody from Havoc or Order 66 might be able to come.
Can anyone read me over there? Anyone's fine.
Yeah, Ryan or somebody from Havoc. Havoc have got like a turnaround, so they're fine.
Anyone that can hear a walkie-talkie, please pick it up.
Outside, copy that.
Is that Aaron?
No, it's mate.
Why are you shooting my booth, Aaron?
It's an accident, sorry mate.
Can you see if Ryan Richter will come talk to us? He's the Assassins captain. Ryan Richter, you are being paged. I'm so excited that Aaron picked that up. So I can give him a hard time.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, brother. All right, cool. Let's make some room for Ryan Richter. All right. Here comes Ryan. Ref's taking some time to maybe sort out the A, which is
Yeah, it's getting a little bit deflated now that lunch is over. It's
maybe.
glad to come over again.
Can you hang out with us, Ryan, for a few minutes?
Sorry, I've just been trying to sort the team out.
Oh yeah, you got your hands
You gotta
full,
go,
I'm sure.
that's all.
No, that's all right for now. This will be good because they're going to be playing the Jokers next. We got the bye.
Yep.
Cool. So here we got Ryan in the booth with us. Ryan is the captain of the Assassins paintball team, and if you've been paying attention to the stream, as I know some of you like Scout has been, you know that you've heard us talk about Ryan and his efforts with the Gel Blasters and kind of building up that community, which then feeds into the paintball community, as well as just putting an effort to lift some of the fields here at Skirmish SA. And you know, you guys are doing great stuff, and I think a lot of that starts with you, Ryan, and your sort of vision and leadership.
Yeah, it's been a good challenging period of time this year. I'm very happy with where we're going.
Yeah, you guys have done great.
All right, we're gonna switch to some paintball,
Alright, we got Spewers on the right and Trombones on the left.
and we don't know how much time is left in this one, do
It's
we?
got to be at least a minute.
Yeah. It'll be short, sharp, very aggressive.
Spewis has got to make it happen,
Spewers just lost their snake corner.
and
they
Logan.
lost Logan running up the center, and their back center player.
Here comes Morgan charging up
Very
the
quick.
snake.
Yeah, he's just.
John
Oh,
Collister.
unlucky.
John Collister just got shot at as well, and there's Aaron
That was quick.
going to seal the
Yeah,
deal.
That was a quick point.
Oh no, that's not Aaron Kendall. Aaron's on this side.
Is that? So is that 3-1?
That yeah.
That was a quick point.
It was. It's been amazing. It's been a couple of real quick points coming out of nowhere.
So coming back to Handsome Cam, how's your day been, Ryan? Or just tell me what's
Yeah.
going on out there, what you see.
Oh look, we've got both teams. Obviously, got one team debuting for the first time, and it's been challenging, but so rewarding when you see the guys out here, you know, for the first time. Never played tournament paintball. It's, you know, we've been training hard, and you know, our senior players have been trying to get around them and support them for the last 2 months to get them up to a level. And as the day goes on, they get so much better. I'm really enjoying watching them, and I'm watching the leadership. Obviously, we've got Craig there as the captain. We had a change of the lineup at last second this morning, unfortunately, but it is what it is, and luckily we've got the numbers. And again, you know, we've got a real good depth. It's just getting everyone up to the same level now is what the main thing is. And
Not to interrupt you, but I reckon you can do a lot worse than Craig captaining that team.
yeah,
He
it's
seems to be doing well out there.
he's doing well, and he's taking it well. I asked him to stand up and take that position. Obviously, we had to bring Dan up for a bit of extra speed to the sides, but yeah, Craig's doing great. He's communicating well. He's not getting down.
So you do have Dan out here, yeah?
Dan's
He's
playing
just playing for you guys.
Assassins, yeah,
Radio.
we had to bump him up. So
Yeah,
we
yeah.
lost Lee from our
That's
Assassins
it.
team,
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, unfortunately, he called in. He's in hospital with his wife, so hopefully he ain't so good with Lee.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier because we know they're building their little family, so we hope everything's going all right with him.
And like I said to him last night, I got the message. I was devastated because I know he's a great player, and we love to have him out here. But some things in life are way more important than speedball. So wish all the best to him and his wife. That's the main thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we got Jokers versus Assassin's Black.
Yeah. This is gonna be interesting. So we've got a little game plan, and hopefully the boys stick to it.
Good.
Yeah, they like I said, from the game one to now, now they're working together. They were very lost.
Yeah.
As we were all, I played my first tournament in November last year, that 3-man. And in the first 3 or 4 points, I got smashed, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" It's just another level, and you learn to adapt. As the day goes on, and that's all I ask from him: is be competitive, and keep working
trying.
at it, keep trying. And so the boys are a lot harder. That they've actually won a point now, and it's a real good opportunity for them to make something here. So
it's good to see. And you guys are doing great. From what you guys have started as last year, coming in, you started a first 5-man team this year, and now you're sitting on 2 teams.
Yeah, like I said, it's been just amazing journey so far, and hopefully keep it up, and continue growing it. That's what our number one job is. We just keep growing the sport and get it real build up here in SA.
No, it's great to see. Great to see. It's
All
good
right.
to see new faces coming through on it instead of all the old guys just doing.
It's the same. Yeah.
Jokers on the left and Assassin's Black on the right.
That back tower. Unfortunately, I think Craig got clipped off the break there. And one of the tower players for Black got clipped as well.
Assassin's Black down 2. And we got Brian Blundell in this snake corner just off camera.
And
Brandon.
Snake 1.
Yep. So they need to hook up and start chatting because they got no pressure down the tape. And on cue, Brandon starts taking advantage.
Yeah, they definitely got to keep crossing up right now.
Yeah, you gotta lock that field of play.
Hopefully someone's in Dorito corner. I can't really see.
Bit of a bump on Black into that centre race.
They
The snake player's in yet, I don't think. Oh, no, he does now. He certainly does now. I'm not sure where all the other players are on Jokers right now.
One's in that tower down there.
Maya's in that control bunker.
Yeah. We've got Alexis in the God.
And Phil's in your cake of death. Oh, Brandon taking some ground, getting hungry. But he's been made. Oh, he's done it. Yep, he's got his kill.
Bump.
Where are they?
No comms.
Yeah, the old "where are they" call is never a good sign.
Yeah.
Alright, so your man, I don't know if he got away with it, but you can see the instinct to spread the field.
Yeah, no, strong play. I think he made it.
He did.
Very good play.
So
He's learned something from training, which is good.
it's quite on the younger side. You have 3 of those young players who are playing incredibly well today, but they're still getting the hang of some of those fundamentals.
Got a first tournament. Incredibly well.
They are. They're having fun by the looks of it too.
Yeah.
Dorito corner back center, Dorito corner back center.
Alexis is just bumped up to Dorito 1.
So Alexis is in the pink on the Dorito side there, and if you just take a moment and watch this young kid play, you'll see that she, forgive me for that. She often squares up to her opponent and does proper snap shooting.
Yeah, proper snap shooting, great stance. I don't know if you can see her on stream right now.
Oh, she just got copped. Brandon in the snake for the Jokers has taken a lot of ground here.
It looks quite comfortable just relaxing down there. Very patient.
Yeah.
So,
I don't think Harrison's kind of seen him either.
Yeah, unfortunately Harrison hasn't seen that bump.
oh, Brandon's been noticed by the Dorito corner. Did he get a drop on back center?
I think that's just Brandon's inexperience there. He should have just stayed low and come snuck out the bottom.
All the way to the end.
Yeah,
All the way to the end of the snake.
and just got that kill on back center.
And here goes an overlapping run by Brian. 2 people racing to get that last G. and Brian throws himself at the.
He's out of play.
Yeah, he stepped out of play.
Yeah. Did he like at least tap the box before he stepped out of play? Or?
I think he hit it and then stepped back.
Yeah, I think
Right.
he hit it. No.
All right. So is that the first point for that team?
Yeah,
Yeah.
first point. Yeah.
First point to Jokers.
3 minutes 36 in the clock. That was a long point for the guys.
Yeah, it was. Hey, look. Oh, it's a shame that I've just come off of the. It's a shame I've just come off of the field because the two kids.
Phil and I celebrating.
Phil and I celebrating. Yeah. So good. Those guys are doing so good today.
It's actually the field's actually played out not too bad. It's quite a challenging field, but it's
It's a different layout.
and it's I don't mind it. I don't mind having something different. It's
Yeah.
definitely not what we're used to. So it's definitely challenged us, and we've made it work.
I've noticed a lot of teams are utilising that little cake off the break there. I've been
Yeah.
calling it.
Yeah, well, to be honest, you can utilise it. You just got to be super careful. You've got to be really pelvic thrusting it, because otherwise you get angled. But I find it's a good sort of halfway, like in between. Get in there. You get low, you get protection, and then once you get in there, it's free to get the hell out of there.
There's that wind. That wind is as strong as it was this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, earlier the laptop blew closed and it interrupted the stream. Man. Are you on bye now?
Yep. We're done until finals if we are.
I'm excited. It's gonna be close. I'm not even sure where we stand.
Well, Logan, don't go anywhere because in a minute I think Brian, you've got a game to get to.
Yeah.
All right. So
At this point, I'll
When you jump
off.
off,
yeah, then we'll need you here, Logan. And now, what are we looking at? We got Joker's Assassins. Yep.
Yep, Assassins
So we'll
play.
just swap that up. 3.5 minutes on the clock.
So the main
One
thing-
point to Jokers.
The main thing I think I'll be looking at is hopefully the guys can see where they went wrong. I can see where they went wrong already.
yeah.
And hopefully now they can adapt. So this will be a good test for them.
Jokers are sprinting out.
As a new team, they've been doing quite well, but you see some of the stereotypical. They get a little bit overconfident, and then other times they're not confident enough,
Yeah.
and then sometimes that overconfidence pays off for them. It's all a learning curve.
That's it.
I don't know that the Jokers are going to field a team here, or a full team. Oh, okay, 10 seconds. They're fun.
Oh, Brandon's just running late though.
Where is it?
I got my time wrong.
Fucking around at the gate.
Easy now with the language.
Language player.
What was the time? 3:36.
Yeah.
All right, I got my time wrong. I bumped it or something.
Alright,
Some of the young'uns are doing really well too.
so we got, I think it's 5 across the back for Black at the moment. And then that forward wedge play that we've been seeing from most teams for Jokers.
Did Jokers get 5 at the box?
No, 4.
Brandon's
Just 4.
missing out.
Yeah.
Okay, that's tough because he's been pretty key in communicating with the young ones on the wherever they might be. Right now they're all kind
Yeah.
of stacked up in the middle. This is kind of a shame because Jokers just won that point and now they're not in a very strong position here.
Yeah, starting out 5v4 is a tough one
Oh.
to break out.
He got bounced.
Who did Phil?
Brian
Brian
in the
Blundell.
corner.
So you can't see Brian in the snake corner here for Jokers. Is the only player above 15 years old out here right now for Jokers. So he's gotta keep his comms up. Really, he's gotta let those kids. He's gotta calm them. You can see the kids right now. The kids are looking over to try to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
He needs to
Not much
direct
talk.
them.
He just
Yeah,
needs to let them know that we're all okay and
Yeah, settle
keep it
them.
simple.
Settle their nerves. Because they're doing a good job, but they'd certainly be anxious out there.
Yeah. Little chicken pink's been slaying it all day too.
That's
Yeah.
Alexis. She has.
Yeah.
Oh, there we
Brian's
go.
gone.
That's the key one. Okay.
All right, now hopefully Black shows some composure here and looks after these kids.
Yeah.
The teams have been doing so all day, but it can happen in the heat of things. They might lose track a little bit. Hopefully they finish this considerately. Is that a word?
So they're
no,
filling
yeah.
out, which is great. That's very good. The field out now.
Yeah, getting the spread, getting that sort of forward angle in there. Craig's just bumped into the centre A.
Come on, not me, not me.
That's better.
Yeah,
That's where the communication needs to be. So
Yeah, get those comms up.
Yeah.
Get the positions all set, and then start bumping through the field.
Well, that's right, but they got to be working together a bit more. They're not really working together at the moment, which it'll come in time.
Yeah, it's a group of individuals currently.
Yeah.
I can see Phil, young Phil, and the Death Cake just get bounced.
Yeah.
He just got bounced, but he got bounced while he was trying to communicate with the rest of his team.
Yeah, so
He had his
there's 1
arm
minute
up.
of game time left here, guys. Joker's up by one at the moment. If they can hold this out,
Yeah.
Maya just got dropped out of that Dorito. There goes Alexis.
Got to make a move now. They've just got to move.
Don't tell them directly.
No.
Oh, there's Phil's done.
There we go.
Someone's got to go down there.
That's the shot.
get the point.
So they're
Stop.
taking their time to get down there.
Your boy's on the other side.
Hang on, what's just happened there, guys? Chili's
Touch the thing.
The spectators on the other side were indicating they were waving and making all kinds of movements.
Oh, that's poor form.
Yeah.
See, this is the experience of some players. Yeah, somebody's finally touched it just then, but
A bit of confusion by the looks of it.
somebody running from here should just run down and hit it while they're
Yeah.
fucking around. Just
Messing.
around.
Messing around, yeah, definitely.
Did you get the impression that one of the lads on the sidelines was just saying, like, kind of giving them the hurry up,
Three
hurry
of
up?
them. 3 of them.
I got to go.
All right, Ryan,
All right,
thanks
guys.
for
Very much,
thanks for
Travis.
sitting with us.
Thanks, guys. Enjoy.
You might need to yell at some of your mates out there.
I'm going to right now.
Calm down.
Just my goggles, please.
Yep, you'll need those.
All right. We got Logan joining us now.
Hi guys.
Hey, Logan. Thanks for making the trip.
No problem. It's a good trip. We have fun.
We were talking earlier about the different teams and the nature of the different teams. I think you guys were playing Assassins, and we were talking about sort of the aggressive, sort of cutthroat nature of Assassins, and then we were talking about you guys who just sort of exude this like love of just playing some paintball, having some
Yep.
fun. You're walking out on the field with these for crying out loud. I think that says a lot about you guys. You're competitive. You want to win some games and stuff, but more than anything, you're just out to have some fun and play some paintball.
Yeah, well, that was the whole concept of the team because, this past year, a lot of us got stuck on some fairly serious teams, which, it's all good and fun. You want to win when you want to win. But we kind of hit one point in the year where we're like, okay, we've played a lot of paintball this year. We've given it our best. We'd like to just give it a bit of a fun shot and just really enjoy ourselves for a while. And we're actually looking at coming back next year and doing the whole round next year as Spewers.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it'd be great.
And not all of our players are experienced. I of course played Divisions 2 and 1 back in Melbourne. John mostly plays Division 2. We've got Bree who's in Division 2. She's just teamed up with Bon Voyage, who are really serious, aggressive players, but a lot of fun to play against. And then we've got Charlie and Lewis. Charlie's basically stepping up into Div 3, and Lewis, he played my Raw series a few years back, and basically hasn't played since. So we've got the grand scale of experience there. But we play board games together on the weekends and D&D.
Hold on now.
And,
Oh,
yeah, we do all that.
You've been playing board games with Cheryl over at Cheryl's place?
Yes, we play board games with Cheryl when she comes to Melbourne, and of course when we come over here.
She get you to play Dead of Winter?
No, but John does have that. I think they might have
that's
played
right.
it one of the nights.
I
where
forgot
wasn't
John.
there.
I forgot John was a board game nerd. We're on
yeah.
the same Facebook group. I saw him on there one day.
I think
Yeah.
we're going to have to make a trip to Melbourne. Will.
Yeah, definitely.
All
There's
right.
more than enough space at my place.
I'm keen to some D&D.
So-
Alright, so we got Jokers on the left and Black on the right. Mirrored gameplays right now.
It's
Both taking that command position.
That's the time.
That's an early timeout.
Was it?
Hey, one
Was
of the
it?
black players was shot, and there's a penalty.
So was that time?
Yeah.
And so that ended up being a draw.
Yeah.
And we've got the WPBO rules around here somewhere, but I'm just assuming that's shared points or something along those lines,
Half a
as
point,
opposed
is
to
it? I don't even know. I think it's half a point. I'm pretty sure it's half.
as long as the refs know.
Yeah. I thought it was 2 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, no points for a loss.
It could be that as well.
I could
yeah,
be
that
wrong,
works out the
though.
same way.
Wait, you don't get any points for losing?
No.
That's ridiculous.
No, we haven't hit that stage of it just yet. We're not quite that up with our current culture.
Participation awards and whatnot.
Yeah.
So we were talking about Spewis before.
Spewis.
Why are you doing that?
Again, it's a reference to puking.
Yep.
If that helps.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, I know.
And it's a long title that's been going on for, I'd say, well and truly over a year.
Yeah.
And of course, it comes down to the last person that threw up has the crown of glory of being named Spewis. Currently, that is me, so I got team captaincy.
Congratulations.
But even then, if one of the boys or Bree spewed throughout the day, it'd be
It just
jersey
shifts.
off. There it goes. Your team captain now. I'm gonna grab my
I
jersey.
like that it just
So if you
travels
want to be
through at every
captain,
point.
you gotta work for it. You gotta
yeah.
you gotta be prepared to make sacrifices.
Yeah, and it kind of puts a positive spin on something that's not usually all that comfortable at the time.
All right.
No, it's good. I like it. And you guys have all got like a really good friendship sort of group going on. Everybody's got their own nickname in the team.
Yeah, we worked really hard on our nicknames. We didn't want to double up. Well, of course, we're going with the medieval theme.
Yeah.
And we didn't want to double up on the sirs and the kings and the queens and things like that. So we put a lot of effort in, even to our associate players like Cheryl and the Heron boys, John's daughter, Midge, and Bree's father. They've all got different names. Everything's different, and it's all medieval themed. So we've probably put way too much thought into the team, to be
No,
perfectly
I
honest.
love it. I love it.
But it just makes the joke that much better.
I feel like it's a real fun friend atmosphere. Like everybody's just a big family friendship sort of thing going on.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it. We all look after each other. I mean, we all stay up at Coldstream when there's NXL on there.
Yeah.
Of course, I run Raw, and those guys help me run Raw. And then I pay them by feeding them tacos every Sunday night.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You could pay me, but
I'm gonna cut to some paintball in a second here, boys.
Yeah, go for it.
Because we have a start of a new set here. Jokers,
Yeah,
Assassins.
check it
Jokers
out.
on your right, Assassins on your left.
Are they replaying the point?
no,
No, because that was Jokers, Assassins
this is
Black.
Assassin's main.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So I'd be interested to see how Assassins plays this one. They're obviously out to win, and they're such a strong team. You'd imagine they will win it easily, but I just wonder how.
Well, they do have
How
a
they'll
little
play
bit of
against these
trouble
young ones.
holding back.
That's I
That
think
would
what
be
I was
my
getting
concern,
at.
yeah.
I think that's what I was getting at.
I know I've seen a few players out there so far get warnings about, playing too hard.
yeah.
Look at Phil coming all the way
Snake
up into
one.
that snake one off the break.
Nice work.
He's got clipped on his arm.
He course ambled, but it's still working thanks to the sand.
Yeah.
Sand just flows out. It's not like mud.
So Assassins are 4 across the back. I don't know if Ryan's taking his command position again.
No, it's not Ryan, but someone's in command. I can't tell who's in command. I see Josh is making a move up the Doritos as Brandon for Jokers bumps out to the snake corner. He'll start talking to Phil, no doubt.
Yep. Johnny, by the looks of it, is just hanging out that corner.
Yeah, just put the paint down.
Yep.
I think Brandon knows he's there, though. Unfortunately, on screen, you can't see Brandon in snake corner and Johnny in snake corner for the Assassins.
That tower that Alexis is behind gets quite fun when both corners are stacked too.
Maya just got clipped out as
Because there is millimetre difference between being out in the open and being undercover.
it looks like
Oh,
Phil's
just
getting
got
pulled.
hit as well on the top, unfortunately.
It might be from Josh on the Assassins, who's
Yeah,
at the
Josh
50
did a
Dorito.
great
We still got Alexis in pink on the tower temple on the right side of your screen. Look at her form there. She's squared up. I mean, now her
stance is
gun's
so
down, and she's shooting goon hand right now. But when she's shooting from her preferred platform, she's pretty squared up and strong. I think she just got shot on the gun. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, we got Brian Blundell is the only one holding it down for Jokers in Dorito corner.
These kids are doing pretty well. They just came off from a point and had to cycle straight into another game.
That's right.
And they're still in there.
They're doing doing rock, paper, scissors to see who gets to hang the flag or what?
Looks like it. I think that's it.
All right, 4:49 left on the clock.
The Assassins boys did fairly well there.
Maybe
They
Logan.
pulled it back, but still played some tight paintball.
Tell me a little bit more about your vision for Raw and what the Raw series is and what it's become.
That's the fun one. Coming into the new year, we're changing the format a little bit. So it's still going to be a round robin, which is the main point of it. But originally it was advertised as, well, back when it first started, it was 150 for a team, and then you bought your boxes of paint. Then we found that we were getting so many people that were lone wolves that we were throwing into throw together teams that we kind of changed that up to $50 per player, and then you bought your paint, boxes of paint from there. Because we still have a lot of people who are unsure about how to budget for that, because they're really unsure of how much paint they'll go through, or they think, oh yeah, 2,000 rounds, that's enough for a whole team for a day. What we're looking at changing it to next year is just doing flat rate, 120 per person, everyone gets a box of paint, and we just keep playing till everyone's out. And of course we always, after lunch we finish up our games, we always open up the field for training. Hustle's there, generally NRG's there, whoever else has come down to hang around. We had Cartel last time as well. So a lot of people come down and support it, which is good.
That's great.
And the other thing that we're changing up, that we've already kind of done, is we're stopping the whole finals concept. Because we just found too many teams played really well throughout the day, dropped the ball at the last second, and it was just heartbreaking for them.
Yeah, I can get that.
Yeah, it can be pretty rough.
Oh, shoot. I got the wrong feed up.
And for new players, you want them to enjoy it. You don't want them to leave heartbroken.
Yeah, I think it's a big thing with new players. Coming into the finals, is the nerves can really just get the better of you.
Yeah.
Aaron Kendall gets shot going to
Bell
snake
making
corner.
it to the center A.
That's a nice little move. She's going to need to watch her other side though.
Well, she's
Probably
not
watch
going to have
the
any.
back of her legs.
She's not going to have any pressure from the snake side because Aaron got shot out taking that.
No, their whole
So
snake
Beast is
side is
down
gone.
as well.
Oh no, they got back center. They got Josh up in his signature Dorito there
Yep.
with his pump. He's been playing really strongly from there all day.
Josh is a champion. I can't say it enough. Off screen to your left is David Sims for Order 66, who's in the snake corner.
Bell just got taken from the center.
Oh no.
I thought they might have had the advantage if she could have held that.
Yep.
And Dave got into that snake.
That's it. That's what I was expecting. And David Portlock gets shot out on that back line in the temple. So 66 might have only two players, back center and
that's two players
snake
left.
corner.
And is that Tyrone in back center?
I reckon you're right.
I think that looks like Tyrone.
Off camera to your right is Morgan Elliott, who's
Tyrone's another one that's not been doing too badly lately, as much as he's been shot out now.
Yeah.
He's only played, I think, one round of Raw so far, and jumped in on a whole bunch of training sessions with the Order 66 boys.
Yeah, cool.
So he's fresh, and to see him come out here and do an open tournament is fantastic.
Yeah, and it's
Alright.
a big step to travel as well.
Yeah, very big step. I know I was playing for a couple of years before I travelled, and I think even then, first time I went up to Wagga. That's as far as I went.
Yeah.
So to watch these guys, come over to South Australia when they're in the first couple of months, first years, it's really good to see. And we're slowly boxing down that the name of Victorians don't travel.
yeah, because there was a long time there where it was like a big stigma thing, but
Yeah.
now it looks like lots of your teams are starting to get out there and travel around.
Oh
And
yeah.
not even just in Australia, like you've got teams going to the World Cup and
Yep. World
Yeah,
Cup
travelling
America,
all over.
World Cup Asia,
Yeah.
Singapore Series.
yeah, no, it's incredible to see.
We are getting all over the place now. We're spreading like a virus.
like a rash.
It's so good.
All right, we got Joker's Assassins in this next set.
I think the NXL series has really helped boost that for
Yes.
Victorian teams, because Victorian teams always had that sort of stigma of like sit back, they'll just sit and throw paint,
Yep.
and now they're as aggressive as anybody else.
And the NXL's done a brilliant job of growing the scene. I mean, Hot Shots, of course, supports Raw, so does Paintball Games, and you know they're the people doing NXL.
Yeah.
And they're doing a fantastic job of keeping it growing, because even with Raw, if the next step after Raw wasn't suitable for people to bump up to, then we still wouldn't have any growth. Raw would be almost pointless.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, it looks like we got 5 alive paintball on either side.
Yeah, both sides are alive. Ryan's in his favourite little command centre there.
Oh, now he's up in the A now.
Straight into the A.
We got a battle between the snake corners as well. Brandon off your screen to the left is battling with Johnny for the assassins on your right.
Cheryl in the centre looks like she might be in some trouble from the A there.
Yeah, Cheryl in back center.
She's still going good.
And I see Maya in the command bunker.
Yeah, she's in the command there.
Alexis is in the tower.
Assassin's bumping up those Doritos.
And the Jokers are just holding back and waiting for them. They know they're going to bomb.
Oh, look at Ryan. He's in poison. He's in poison right now.
I hope she comes out the blue right soon.
Oh, he bunkered her.
Whoa! What a save! Oh, that looks like one of the... Oh no, that was one of the Jokers off.
You, other than that brutal bunkering of Ryan's just there, you get the impression the assassins are kind of holding back a little bit.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
It should have been a surrender though. But...
Yeah, but at the same time, Ryan's only been playing for a year or so.
Yeah,
You're gonna, the adrenaline's kicking, and
that's Cheryl out.
No, she hasn't come out yet.
Her arm, doesn't she?
Well,
right there
Brandon's out.
Brandon's gone. And Alexis is gone too, unfortunately.
Yeah, Cheryl's just shot out by Johnny. Is that Johnny's first kill of the day? I think it might be Johnny's first G of the day.
Oh, really? Oh, outside the tape line.
I haven't seen Johnny take any good shots.
No, but it is his first tournament out here, so we should come to some
He's lucky he didn't
play.
get penalised for that shot afterwards too.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, they've got the bodies to cover it, but...
Johnny. Love to give Johnny a hard time.
Yeah, I haven't seen him do any of his signature moves today.
Yeah, Johnny is playing very averagely today.
Well, it's Johnny's first time playing paintball, so he's learning a lot. And I think he got his first G just a minute ago. Oh, Johnny's doing the dump. Oh, hang on. If you're going to do the dump, you got to do the dump.
There we go.
Johnny, in the bottom right of your corner, your screen there, doing the old NYX dump.
Actually, I played Vic 5s a few months back with Stormtroopers, one of Order 66's secondary teams. And we managed to win a point against Order 66, did the whole dump and everything.
Nice.
Because it was M500, it was the last of my paint. Ref walked up and went, "Alright, who's got some paint? I need to crony his marker now."
Hey, we're going to just check to see if we can get a replay here of that poison moment. So on your screen, you got Maya who's in command, and I think you're going to have...
Oh,
hey! He's a cute little dude.
I think we got Ryan in poison there, and there's... So it's cutting out just before the key moments. I think I need to be more on point here.
Hey, buddy.
Chili's found herself another friend.
Say hello.
Alright, hold on. You gotta... Oh, there we go. What's in the way here?
Yeah, he's a funky little dude.
How's it going?
Supposedly, when they bite you, they don't let go. That's just something I'm telling you right now.
Oh yeah.
So unfortunately, we didn't get that poison moment with Ryan and Mayhem.
I would have loved to have seen Maya just stand up and blow his face off. That would have been just incredible.
All right.
So
I don't have our scores correct. What do we got up here?
Trombone on the left with 1 point, Order 66 on the right. And we've got 5 minutes 26 game time.
That's not bad. Nice bit of time there. Ooh.
Did you trip over there?
Yeah,
Somebody got hit.
He kind of stopped and laned for a few seconds, and then didn't look like his legs wanted to follow his brain.
5v4.
They're double stuck in that tower.
Yeah.
We found that to be fairly effective when we were doing it.
Yep.
It's good for a second or two while you stop off, and then yeah, someone's got to
Get
bump
going.
across the way Josh did, or you bump straight into Doritos
Yeah,
from there.
get into those Doritos.
There's David Portlock making a stand behind the other tower.
Aaron Kendall
But it is
just
not going in
sauntered.
66's favour at all.
No, it's looking like an onslaught of bumps coming down.
And we got Aaron in the. It's a race between Aaron and Morgan, who's going to chop people up from the snake side.
Dave's looked on Dorito side instead of keeping on the snake side to lock that.
Well, David Portlock in that tower has just
He just
switched.
needs to play tight and just hold that line.
Keep your gun up.
Close. There's still two down order 66's in. There's one in the back centre.
Yeah, they just need back center locking the Dorito side. Dave just needs to be looking on snake side.
So Aaron Kendall just shoots out back center. And David Portlock gets shot out of the temple.
Yep. That is game down. Actually, one of the things that I love about running the Raw series and getting to know the people through that, because I do end up getting to know everyone over the space of time they're there,
Yeah.
is coming out to events like this and seeing them. Like Jessica, she played Raw. You've got Tyrone, he played Raw. David Sims, he played Raw. I think one of the other guys on their team played Raw for a while as well.
Yeah.
You know, I've got Lewis, Charlie, Bree, they've all done Raw. You know, everywhere I travel, everywhere I go, I see people that I've got to know through that experience. And it's really fantastic. Even the stormtroopers that I was talking about before, those boys all came through Raw. Most of the players you'll find on Order 66 came through Raw. Get to know them. It's great. It's really, really good to see them, you know, pick it up and continue on. And some of those guys are now way better than I could ever dream to be. I think the best example is a guy that plays with Josh on Cartel Grey, a kid called Matt Kazenko. Sorry, Matt, I can never say your name properly.
Sorry, KO can't say your team name properly.
That's fair.
Yeah, that kid won his first Raw and then played Div 3 the next 2 rounds, and then he was in Div 1 and he's been there ever since.
Yeah.
And he smashes it.
Josh was telling us about him earlier, actually.
Yeah. He's a really cool kid, and
I don't know what the time was. He still had 449 written on there.
he's got the most natural ability to play paintball you've ever seen.
Yeah, okay.
Like, even when I joined him in Div 3, I just kind of sat back and he ran up one side, his mate ran up the other side, they took care of the entire game. I did nothing but shoot air.
Perfect.
Yeah, it was great.
All right. On the screen we got Jokers on the right, Assassins on the left. Jokers are down 2-0. Love to see Phil charge into the snake off the break again. Maya's going to snake corner, changing things up a bit.
Yeah, she got there
Here
alive.
comes
Good
Phil.
work. Oh, and a bump from the little dude.
So we got Johnny in the snake 50 snake. That's going to be problematic. It looks like Brandon's on him.
Brandon's in base. Shooting crossfield on him.
Brandon's got to stay on Johnny.
He's set time.
Well, he technically touched his head.
He did it pretty gingerly though.
Slide.
It's a fine line. But now Johnny might get the drop on Brandon.
Would have been a perfect time if Phil or Maya just ran up and blew him out.
Whoa, be careful there, Maya. Don't pop out at the wrong time.
Johnny's trying to call a G on that back corner, snake corner, but I think it was a break off of the bunker itself.
You go, girl. You can do it.
Phil's running out of room back there. He can't keep his
Shoot
gun
his
up.
back off. Shoot his back off. She's getting close. You can hear Johnny squealing.
Alexis and Phil have taken a walk.
Unfortunately.
I think Phil may have just been getting bounced, but a couple of bounces is sometimes all you need to just want to get off the field.
Yeah, pretty rough.
Ryan.
Turn.
Oh, Ryan gets chopped up.
Get it.
I reckon.
Yes.
Bob,
I don't know who
check
that
your
was,
snake.
but good work. Oh. Look at the snake. Watch the snake.
So you don't see it, but off the right corner is a young player, and Johnny is well aware of who it is. He's jumping the beam to just go and call them out, and he's done a good job of doing that. So all day we've been chanting spin, 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 and one of these kids spun.
So we're calling that a trade out, I'm guessing.
That's great. I think
Unfortunately, you guys missed that because it was right on the corner. But essentially, Johnny was doing the right thing. He was trying to just carefully come up. He tried to surrender, and I don't know that it was Maya. I think I don't know that she was actually trying to spin, but she didn't understand exactly what was going on.
yeah,
and
she just came out and saw someone and
She
then
heard the
fired.
voice and pointed
yeah. So
fire.
I suppose they traded, and comedy ensued.
I was actually saying before our points against them that I was more than happy if I ran up on one of them, screamed surrender, and they turn around and shot me. I'd take that.
Yeah.
I would happily take that. I wouldn't complain.
It's a really good learning experience for them as well,
Yeah.
because they get the feeling of like somebody's right there. How do I respond?
Mm. Yeah, it's a
Tom.
good way to test your reflexes, that's for sure.
So we got trombone versus Order 66 here. And I think our time is it's something like that. It's something like 3 something. Trombone's up 2-0.
I wrote that one down. It can't be wrong.
No, it's just I'm not going to bother changing it for a few seconds
Yeah. That's
because I push a button and all of a sudden I'm 5 minutes wrong.
Technology, great when it works properly, not so great when it doesn't.
Aaron Kendall seems to be hiding behind his hopper as if that's going to protect him as he runs out to Snake Corner. Oh, and Bell gets burned trying to get up the Dorito side.
We got Adam in Snake Corner for Order 66.
Aaron Kendall does have the weirdest sounding ego though. Is that one
That's
of the
mine.
bolts?
That's mine. I couldn't tell you what
Oh,
it
that's
is.
yours.
I bought that from Josh Natale this year so I can play every round of piano, which I haven't.
Which you have not known.
But I've had those markers to be able to give out to other people to play, which is more important. I see
there's
Rui's
the
got a drone
in
up.
the air.
Rui's got his drone up.
Time for him to start crashing it into bunkers again.
Oh, mate.
That was brutal.
Here's Morgan Elliott taking
Moving
the
off
50
snake
snake.
side, and he's got their backs.
Destroying back
He's
center.
got another back there for Dave
He
Portlock.
doesn't know. Does he know
It's
that there's a
in.
snake? It's a snake corner side.
And
It's gonna
snake
get lit.
corner, turn around. Ooh. One way or another, he was out.
He
I'm not
did
sure where
not-
it came from.
He didn't.
Oh, what?
Okay. Morgan ran down the snake
Yeah.
I
and then
suppose
cut
he didn't put his hand on his
inside.
head.
He cut inside, not knowing that snake corner was still hot. Shot a couple of people, and then I assume that Adam then shot Morgan.
Adam definitely shot him, but maybe it bounced. Then he just assumed, being nice, I'm not going to light the hell out of you.
Yeah, because
Adam's got some pretty frustrated-looking body language as he walks off
Yeah.
the field over there.
yeah, he kind of ran past and put his marker in the air and kind of stopped moving about, and then corner turned around. Oh yeah, cool, must be out. Got
Yeah.
shot. I suppose that's why you never stop training your marker on them until they've got their hand on their head.
Yeah,
Yeah, wait till you see the paint break.
that's bad luck. The two boys are over there kind of sorting it out and chatting. I don't know that they're coming to an agreement. But
I mean, it doesn't look happy, but it doesn't look like it went bad.
and I mean Morgan, it's not like Morgan did anything wrong. If he's, didn't get called out, the ball didn't break. It's whatever happens, a shame. Because I was certainly hoping for Adam to get a good G there. It's just so funny that Morgan ran all the way up the snake, not knowing that the snake corner was live.
Yeah, that could have turned out very differently.
Yeah. Anywho, anybody have any idea what's going on next and who's up and what the scores
we've got
are?
Havoc playing the last game against Black.
Oh yeah.
Could,
That should be a bit of fun.
Could I trouble you?
Yeah.
Could I actually get you to swap with Cheryl?
Yeah. No
Oh
problem.
yeah, that's a good call.
We just wanted to get Cheryl in here once tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Cheryl the legend.
Not that
I'll
I
grab her
don't
for
like hanging out with you, but
Logan, thanks for coming in, hanging out.
you. Oh yeah.
thanks
you.
for making the trip across.
Thanks for making the trip and thanks
Really
for
appreciate it.
supporting us
Yeah,
in here.
no. Like I said, we love being here. We love hanging out with Cheryl. We've found a really good cocktail bar we like.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunately just off Hindley Street, but you know, we will survive. And yeah, we plan to keep coming back.
Yeah.
It's
we'll have
worth-
to have a trip over, mate. We'll play some board games and D&D.
Yep, sounds great. All right, thanks, gentlemen.
All right, brother. Thank you so much. All right, so remind me. You mentioned D&D RPGs. Remind me to talk to you about some games I've been playing with Hamish lately.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's see. We've got. Just cut to the field for a second. We got. Assassin's Black is on your right. Let me update these teams here. Assassin's Black on your right. And Havoc on the left.
Yep.
Havoc would clearly be the favorite teams. Have they not dropped a single point?
Haven't dropped a single game. I don't even think they've dropped a point.
Alright. All guns up for Havoc. 5 alive.
Standard breakout for Havoc. Although they're double stacked the back center this game.
Yeah, it looks like it's probably Francis is waiting for his moment to stutter. There he is, right out to Snake Corner.
Yeah, he must have just got caught a little bit with a lane and just held it instead.
He has been working that stutter. I think he's just trying not to get burned off the break. We are getting bombed by a drone now. Rui's flying directly over us.
It's a really good play to that pause, break, shoot, and then assess your situation.
Yeah, always fan of the stutter. Francis has just made it into Snake 1. The dusty nature of this field makes it hard to get away with sneaky bumps like that.
So we've got Craig in back center. The player in that God Tower.
Command.
Oh yeah, come on, I didn't even see him in there. I'm assuming Dorito corner.
I know Black has lost one player off the break trying to make it out to the Snake Corner.
Yeah, so they must have Dorito corner in. I can see that bunker getting peppered, so...
Black just lost Craig, their captain, out of back center. And Francis just feasts on the player in the command. Francis gets shot out. Spatch is going up to...
Yeah, that was great field awareness there from Spatch. He just stood and waited until he heard him fire on one side and went the other. That was really good field awareness.
Hopefully, we're going to watch that again right now. So I think right there you can see Spatch running right up the middle, and he pauses right at that temple. Then he comes around. I didn't get the second G though. Oh yeah, stop the time.
Alright, and we got Cheryl coming into our booth.
Yeah, I've been ordered to report.
Yeah, we gave Logan a directive.
Got 2 orders. I got it from Logan. Got it from Brandon.
How you going?
Good.
Yeah,
You see our young guns?
We have been marveling
Are they
at
awesome?
those young guns today.
Yep.
So impressive.
First tournament for 2 of them, and Little Phil has played he played 2 points for us last tournament, and yeah.
He's doing incredible.
Yeah, those 4 like came.
Sweet.
Oh, thank you.
Well, comes delivering an apple.
This is my best new buddy.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh my god, that's alright.
How you doing?
Good. Amazing team.
Yeah.
How did you recruit them?
Oh, well, the kids just started up. They're friends of Richard's workmates.
All right.
And so they're siblings. And Phil, they came out a couple of times just to have a bit of fun with us, just to play. And then last
I was seeing
tournament
if maybe
we
we
got
could get
Phil,
them, but we won't cut to
the
that
little
one.
Phil. We got
Do you want to
him
jump in the back here, guys?
a couple of rounds, and this round they all decided to play, so I'm giving them all a run. So the Maya's the oldest of the girls, and Alexis is the other little girl, and yeah, that's their first tournament.
So Cheryl, the question is, did you answer the questions on the card?
No, because
I can make a question if you like.
Alright, that sounds good.
I don't know.
Do you wanna-
what
do you
are
wanna
these
come sit
card
down?
questions? So I get to choose?
How long are you hanging out, Belle?
Maybe a couple of minutes. Yeah.
Come sit down for a sec.
Because we're finished for the day.
Yeah, we're done too.
Okay.
well, unless we make
Has she got a
finals,
question
there's
just
always
over
that
here?
chance.
Is it hers?
We're kind of counting on
Someone
4
can
teams
use
forfeiting.
Oh.
Who knows?
Did you use these ones?
I used your one, but I used it on Bree, and she's like, doesn't really apply to
I
me.
don't know, because now I'm like new Cheryl's best friend. If I ask this question, it could basically
End the friendship?
Hey, scoot in just a little bit, Cheryl.
Okay.
Or at least don't lean away.
Okay.
Hold on, hold that thought just for a second, because there is paintball happening
Okay,
out here
cool.
today.
Let's watch paintball.
Yeah, we'll watch paintball.
Let's get some paintball going on. I do not see. Havoc took that last point. Do not know.
Yeah, having took that last.
I don't know if that. I don't know if the time is right there, but
Yeah, so we got shot off the
Yeah,
break.
that time's right. Yeah, so one player from black just dropped.
watch Francis is going to do his stuttered move out to the snake. Here he comes.
Yeah, Havoc's signature play for the day.
James Burian's pushing up through the Doritos.
Yeah, he's in Dorito 1 now. And they're still playing that death cake. It must be doing something for him. Dorito 2 for James Burian.
The Havoc boys have their communication on lockdown. They've been pretty communicative out there.
Yeah, James has gone to Dorito 3 now. And they're just taking Craig from back center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they've lost their snake corner, so Francis is going to look to start charging through this field.
It's a race.
Weren't joking about the charge.
Those boys, they just start swarming.
Yeah.
He gets the hang.
Oh, he must have missed a G there.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Why are you handing it to me?
Well,
to read?
I know, I'm just reading it. Is that okay?
At least I'm not getting the drag queen.
I
That
know.
was for Logan.
Was that for
Ray
Logan?
got that one.
Ray got it.
Ray got it? Okay. Cheryl,
Uh-oh.
if you were doing a birthday run, would you wear 2 pairs of undies or 3 pairs of undies?
No pairs of undies. What's Sunday stuff?
I think we need to take control of this booth and camp.
Name your signature paintball move.
Oh man. I
know,
still
her-
think my signature one is the one from the video where we tried to put in for the grant. We basically ran and tripped over the bunker.
I would say Cheryl's signature paintball move is making everyone else around her better.
Oh, thanks.
Aww. What kind of move is that?
I don't know, just taking
The
in
pimp,
new players
pimp
and
mummy, like
Pimp mummy.
pimp mummy.
Val, you're making less and less sense as the weekend goes on.
That's what Cheryl does to all the kids. We've got lollies on the other side.
Val! Oh my gosh, where do you get these ideas?
Picked Belle up from the airport on Friday, and she seemed like a very reasonable individual.
Yeah, that was a mistake, wasn't it?
Very, very wrong. I feel like a rose between 2 thorns right now.
Nah, I
David,
think
we
my
should get you to hang out with us as well, but
yeah, I think
we don't
I-
have any more seats to give
if
up.
I had a signature thing, I get what Willie's saying. I like bringing new people in, getting them to have fun, teaching them a few tricks, but never taking it too serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you bribe the kids to play?
Oh, that was easy. Basically, bought them a box of paint. That was it.
Okay. If there's one thing that you could change and you had the power to change in the paintball scene in Australia, what would it be?
100% positivity.
100% positive.
That's what I would love to see. I see so much of it, and I'd just like to see that keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love being around positive people. I think that's what makes paintball fun.
All right, on that note, we're going to cut back to some paintball here,
We got Havoc on the left,
in theory.
Assassin's Black on the right. Assassin's Black have really got to do something. Got 3 minutes 47 left.
Oh, 1 got shot off the break, 2 shot off the
Two
break.
shot off the break. Yep.
2 shot off the break.
I think that's
Ray
3.
didn't make it.
We've got Craig as the captain in the back center, and then one other player in that temple.
They did manage to get Spatch off the break though. Unfortunately, Beast is not looking towards Snake at all, and Francis is on the run.
Yeah.
Craig had to take his gun off Francis for a second.
Oh,
Really
yeah.
didn't
Oh,
have
there we
The
go.
tower. Tower's
Out
out.
of the tower.
I think the new rule is do not let Francis move up that snake.
Yep.
Shouldn't be a new rule. I think he plays it really well. It's just one of his talents.
Yeah, he's been pretty good at picking when those guns flick off snake side and start pushing.
My keyboard's not working.
It's had a long day.
All right, you guys are back on.
So that's another win to have it there. They didn't drop around all day.
No. Their training is showing.
Yeah,
They're
it's starting to
really
come
working
through.
hard, and it's really showing.
You've got to be all creative now. All right, next question, Cheryl. Whenever you're playing in a game, have you ever lost your pants?
No. I've worn other people's pants though.
Did you? Did they fit well?
Yeah. Well, we actually they fit okay. I think we all wore them. There was a pair of angel pants that got left behind, and we just basically all tried them on, and we took photos, put it on Facebook, and no one ever claimed them. Not even because we wore them.
Mine now. All right, Cheryl, you can ask me a couple of questions.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Woohoo! I don't get to choose that one.
Be creative.
Okay.
Be creative.
All right.
And we need to get David in on this.
Okay. All right. Well, Bill, this is the first time I've actually met you.
Yeah.
I've heard all kinds of stories.
Oh, great.
So tell me probably the funniest thing that's happened to you in a paintball field.
Oh, the funniest thing.
Or the most embarrassing, your choice.
Okay, yeah.
Use your discretion here, please, pal.
I won't name.
Don't use your discretion.
I won't name the person.
Yeah, name the person.
The first time I played in AMS, we played under Frequency. You might have heard of that. Frequency. We were kind of the amateur team, and me and this other girl that were on the team, and I shot her because she was taller than me, but she was in front of me. She wanted to run and gun. I wanted to run and gun. Because she's taller than me and I'm shorter than her, I actually shot her head, and her hair extensions came off. And I think I was disowned for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah.
She's like, oh my god, you shot my hair extensions. And I was like, sorry.
We're going to take control of this booth again.
Oh, no. We're out. We're being kicked out. We know when it's time for us to leave.
David, you should hang out for a minute since you haven't been to this.
You might as well wait for the game.
So what we've got going on here, guys, is we've got Trombone versus Spewis. This is finals. Spewis on the left is the 4th seed, and on the right, Rusty Trombone is 3rd seed. And then after this, we're going to have Havoc Assassins to finish up the day.
So Spewis on the left, eh?
And I know our scores are all over the place at the moment.
Yeah, it's obviously 0-all.
My
Alright, so
keyboard's died.
it looks like Trombone is down 4, and Spewis is down 4 as well. Logan's been taken out. Trombone's just made a bump into that center A and filled out into Snake Corner.
Yeah, still got 3 left going.
Alright, so Spewis just dropped their Snake Corner and Bree from back center. And their Dorito player, who just made a big move, just got taken out.
Oh, off your screen to the right is Morgan Elliott, who just got taken out from Snake Corner, and John Collister's off to your camera, off camera to the left in Snake Corner, who is keeping the wolves at bay, it would seem.
Trombones are taking control of the command center, and they're bumping up. They're in their terms team's beast.
Yeah, that's
Gone.
Yep.
Yeah, that got him.
Now our timing on this one might be incorrect. I just kind of estimated. And that's going to be 1 to Trombone.
Yep.
Alright. Now for some reason, my keyboard is has just died.
Oh, all of them?
Well, my wireless.
Might have gone flat.
I changed the batteries. No bueno. But we'll just have to do it the old school way. We've got David Portlock here in the booth with us now. David, earlier we were talking about, you being sort of a fixture of the South Australian paintball scene as well as Kale. I probably, going back to the Sapper days, I probably have video footage of you breaking out with various teams, I probably have 50 shots, 50 individual shots of you breaking out, because you played so much consistent paintball for so long out here.
Yeah, no.
That's not really a question. I'm just saying that.
Okay, yeah, no, I never missed a game until last year when I went in for cardiac surgery, and I wasn't allowed to play.
Yeah.
So other than that, I played every game since 2006.
Yeah. Yeah, 2006 was our first tournament.
Oh, wasn't that a horrifying day? We had a 3-man tournament. We left Kale by himself on the field, and he wiped them out. But it was the
that
fastest.
Havoc? Not Havoc. No, Recon.
Yeah,
that was when Recon. Yeah, we were in Recon. Recon's first outing was a bit of a schmozzle, except for Kale recovered.
It looks like we got Spewis and Trombone. I assume we're just going to
we should
just
play
finish out.
Through,
Yeah,
so
that's
they've got 2 minutes to get in there, clean up, and get back out. Spewers really need to work out what they're going to do to combat the aggression that Trombone's throwing at them.
Yeah, looking at Trombone at the beginning of the day, when we played them in that last round, we thought we're in for a reasonable round. We'd be able to play them, and they're a hard team.
Well, there's they've definitely been around. They haven't. Not all of them have played together.
No.
Like Josh and Aaron only just met this morning, but yeah, they've definitely synced. They've done well.
Yeah, I think at the start of the day that they were a little bit out of sync, and they've really worked it out now. Spewis on your right, Trombone on your left.
You watch them off the break.
So Spewis just lost their back centre player. We've got Bree up into the command centre.
Yep. Yeah,
player into Snake Corner for both teams now.
Yeah, Aaron Kendall's just filled in Snake Corner on the left side of your screen. I see Morgan Elliott's back center for Trombone at the moment. John Collister's Snake Corner for Spewis. You can't see it on the screen, but there's a battle between the Snake Corners going at each other at the moment. Just then, Spewis just lost another player on the Dorito side?
No, I think they were still walking up.
Oh, okay.
I think they've got Dorito Corner.
Yeah, you're right. Dorito
Logan
Corner.
In Beast, Bree in Command Center, and John in Snake Corner.
Somebody just got pulled out. Snake. No, it's Logan.
Logan was in the Dorito Corner. So 5-on-3. Trombone's bumping into the Doritos and into the center race.
And Aaron's getting hungry. Look at going all the way to Snake 50. Getting a shot on Beast.
Oh, Bree just got one in the head.
Beast has just made Aaron though, so the Beast player is on Aaron, as is John Collister from Snake Corner off to the right of your screen. Aaron just took a shot to the head. I think that just came from the Beast player for Spewis, who just took a shot himself and is walking off.
Is the player still alive in the A, or is they...
Yeah, that's Morgan. He's just moved up to their
Morgan's
Dorito.
now in their command center.
3-1.
I think we just got
4-1.
Oh yeah, 4.
Josh and Sally moving up Doritos.
Yeah.
Someone coming up the highway.
And off screen, we just had a very
gentlemanly play.
Very composed run through and bunkering in the pack of John Collister. That was very composed.
That's 2 points to Trombone in this final, and approximately 3 minutes game clock.
So I told you, they're a pretty good team to play against.
Yeah.
Like out there, they felt really solid. The performance was really good, and they weren't making a lot of mistakes where we were.
I was just thinking that we haven't had a Havoc player out here. I was just thinking next point we should get a Havoc player out here, except
yeah, no, in finals.
They're going to be playing. That's a shame we haven't got Phil out. But yeah, they'd want to just get their game face on to play at the moment.
Yeah, I think they're focused on that.
Yeah, you don't see much of the pits, but both the the Havoc side and the Assassin side are very, very, very team focused at the moment.
Yep.
Yeah, but you still see some friendly rivalry and players are mixing, but they're taking it into their own pits.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like the Havoc boys are coming out, or are they just?
Yeah, I don't know if they're coming out to Chrono, or maybe Spukus just said, let's not worry. Oh, no, it's coming out. They're getting ready.
So we've had 2 points for between third and fourth. And then we're going to have a...
No, they said 1 minute. I think it's for Spukus to get back out with Trombone.
Right, yeah.
Finish the round off. The other 2 teams are just lining up to be ready, I think.
Yeah, so where did Rusty Trombones come from? Like, Josh was a player by himself at the beginning of the week.
It all started from... So 66 had 7 on their roster, and we were trying to get them another player. We were just reaching out. And then it turns out we had Aaron Kendall, who was in the area, hadn't played for a little while. He got wind of it and was like, yeah, okay, I'm game. And it turns out he lives right down the street from me. And then Josh was in town. So they just came together.
Yeah.
I think I've met Aaron Kendall.
He plays with Melbourne Rain. He and I played against each other at Pavs back in the day. And it's funny because, I didn't know he was in the area. I didn't know he lived down the street from me. And I didn't know that when he was going to show up at my house at 5:30 this morning, that he and I would remember playing against each other years ago. I love Paintball Family, man.
All right, we got Spukus on the left, Trombone on the right. Very conservative breakout from Trombone.
Not so with Spukus, though. We got 2 at the 50.
2 at the 50.
Had to.
2 Gs.
4.
Yeah. G2, G3.
Oh, Morgan goes down.
He's back center for Spukus.
Morgan is just throwing himself around on this field. This is not a diving field. I
think Bree's made him.
Yeah, she has.
Sitting on him. But there's 4 other players in the field still. She took off for 1 second and he made that bump.
Yeah, that was a pretty good shot on Morgan's part there. I think Bree knew that he'd moved up, but didn't know that he was at that particular bunker. I think she was looking at the 50.
That's 3.
I would have thought the dust would have been a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
He hit pretty hard.
Yeah. Hey, Morgan's been doing that all day. Just, caution to the wind, diving into these bunkers. And apparently he's injured. And if he's not injured now, he's going to be injured if he keeps playing like that out here. All right, so let's gear up. We're going to have Havoc and Assassins out here in a second.
Yeah, Havoc should be on the left, I believe.
Yeah. Havoc are entering the field now.
And in case you've never seen it, this is our Derby trophy. It was originally commissioned to be a sort of a bragging rights trophy between the Jokers and Havoc, and we've decided we're going to the committee met and decided we're going to have it be the rivalry between Assassins and Havoc for this season. Jokers still had one more tournament to fight for it, but because the Jokers are sort of a bare bones squad this weekend, we just decided we'd start the Havoc Assassins rivalry early. But this is the handiwork of Mark Scout Salomon, who is a dedicated supporter of paintball and just smack talk, I have to say. And he's a pretty good fabricator as well.
Yeah, it looks really good. Really
And it's
cool.
It's heavy as.
Yeah, it's got a bit of weight to it.
Yeah.
Miss having him out here too.
You miss having him out here?
Yeah.
Yeah. He could kill people out here, man. He was he just knows how to pick the shots. He's a strong player.
Yeah, absolutely.
I thought I'd come and sit over here.
Okay, Adam.
I know that move, Adam. I know that move.
What's that move?
I'm just sitting outside the commentary booth just in case. All right. Unfortunately, my keyboard's down. Stand by. All right.
Look at the full line up there for Havoc.
wonder which players they're planning on sitting through the finals. Can't really see who's still in the pits over there. It's kind of behind those Doritos for our field division.
Yeah, you just about need binos, don't you?
Shoot. Alright. Now, we've got Havoc on our left, Assassins on the right of your screen. And these guys would be fighting for the dummy right now.
Well, interestingly enough, both teams... Well, Assassins have only lost one round today, and that was to Havoc. And both teams haven't lost any points except Assassins to Havoc. Other than that, they won all their points in all their games.
I think Havoc's going to have a pretty... Well, they'll do their breakout, but I think they're going to be conservative. They want to get a couple of G's before they do anything aggressive.
So
I think
both teams have done like a mirrored breakout there. Strong gunfighting at the start, getting those lanes down.
Double stack in the centre.
Yeah, that's their move. Francis is going to do a bump out to a snake corner in a sec.
Yep.
Ryan into his command center and Johnny out to snake corner.
Yeah, we got 5 alive paintball. Here goes Spatch up to the race.
To the center race. Johnny into snake 1. Having him clocked his bump.
It looks like Francis just got checked and got the all clear from Amanda.
G1 from Dorito corner for Havoc.
Oh, who is that? Is that Callan?
Havoc have just lost 2 players.
Wow.
Callan from the death bunker.
Oh no, I think we still got Callan. Maybe that's James. It's hard to tell from here.
Whoever's in that death cake.
That's Spatch.
Johnny just got clipped in snake.
We got 4 on 3 paintball.
4 on 3 paintball.
So we got 4 players for Assassins, 3 for Havoc. And from Havoc, I can see Spatch just got shot in the face out of that race.
Yeah. So Assassins have got Ryan in command center, Bryce and Beast. I think it's Nathan in back center. They must have one in Dorito corner. I can't see.
So 4 on 2 Assassins.
Yeah, 4 and 2.
All right. So it looks like Callan. Yep, Callan's just moved up into that Doritos, and he's shooting at Ryan, who's in the A.
Center, yeah.
And then that must be Francis back center, who's just got to stay composed.
I think he's trying to work out how to get wide here before they get the jump on him.
That's going to be a tough one to get out wide. That's Callan's gone. He's not coming out. Okay.
So 4v1 right now. This is
Francis is out of paint.
That's it.
Tried to get out into a center corner where he could control the game a little bit, but it was the right play to do.
Exactly right. He didn't have any choice. And there's the hang. First point goes to Assassins.
That is the first point Havoc have dropped all day.
As my year 9 English teacher would say, the plot thickens. No?
We've got 4 minutes 39 left on the clock now. Assassin's up by 1.
Hold it up. Unfortunately, late in the day, we and our gear is beaten by the wind and the sand, and some stuff seems to be going down, but as long as our center 50 camera stays awake, we can keep bringing you guys some paintball, whoever's out there watching.
I hope someone is.
Well, we've had a couple of people who've fed us some comments, including my family from Virginia, who've been
cool.
watching it on TV, which is pretty wild.
Stream's going international. So.
Oh, wait a minute. I got a message from Mike Wyber. What's going on here?
Yeah.
So where's the webcast? Oh, Mike.
I'll get him on for the finals.
That's a bit of a bummer that we don't have that much of a presence out there, that people are having a hard time finding what we got, though.
Yeah, it's the first one, so once we can solidify that, we were able to do it, the next one's going to be much better next year.
Yeah. So do you miss playing, sitting here talking about the game?
Who are you asking?
Both of you.
It's pretty fun actually sitting here talking about the game and analysing it. It's not the same as playing, but it's not bad. It's not bad. I've enjoyed my day. enjoyed this?
Oh, I've had a great day. I've had a great day, and I've been looking forward to this day forever. So it's been a great day, and I wouldn't swap this seat for out there right now, just because, you know, these guys out here that are playing, we got Havoc and Assassins out here playing right now. They're doing their part to make the game competitive and to grow the tournament series like that. They're out there scrapping, and I can't do what they do. But what I'm trying to do is something that you know, is going to contribute in another way. So I think you know, we're all doing our part in different ways. And I'm enjoying this.
You were good enough to play head to head with any of those players out there?
Oh, maybe back in the day.
You might be a bit rusty.
Straight into that snake corner this game, and he gets cleared.
Oh,
That's
no,
a big
Havoc.
pickup for Assassins.
They've dropped 2 Gs. That looked like James Burian, or no, it's Callan walking off over there.
Yeah, from the Dorito side.
So Havoc's going to need to get wide. We've got James Burian in the stand-up. We've got...
See, this is a big play.
Yep, you've still got 5 live players. Player getting a check in the centre, but he's okay.
Assassins just need to stay alive, because Havoc have to make all the moves this game.
Yeah, another G.
That's another G.
I think Phil just got dropped. We got Spatch in back center. James kicking up dust as he goes out to Dorito corner and gets shot.
Yeah.
If that is James, I can't really tell.
That's 5-on-1 now.
Yeah.
I think Spatch is the only Havoc player alive.
Yeah, I think
You're
you're right.
better off toweling it right now.
Unfortunately, there isn't a way to tell.
You can call toweling this.
I think theoretically you can, but I don't know.
Well, they did earlier today.
I know.
Spatch makes some moves. He's got to do something. He's going to get himself in trouble if he doesn't put a hand on his head and walk off.
Yeah, my gun doesn't stop rolling until your hand's in your head. Assassin's coming out really strong.
I think they're ghost busting at the moment.
Yep, they are.
No, there's a player in there.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Yeah.
That's James. You're right.
Oh,
And
so
James is
didn't
walking
get
off
out.
without his hand on his head either. Havoc is kind of coming a little bit uncomposed.
Yeah, and you can see that in the frustration in the players as they're coming off. They're getting rattled.
I'd like to see a game here, though. I mean, it's great to see. It's great to see Assassins give the top team a run for their money. But I'd like to see a game. I'd like to see Havoc come back a bit here.
Yeah, but look at them as they're going off. Their tails up. They're ready to go out, get cleaned up, and come straight back on.
Yeah, they've got the momentum for sure.
Yeah.
I don't reckon they can come back from this now.
Well, it's tough because
They've got to pick up 3 points.
and when you have been rolling through the entire day, you haven't necessarily had to overcome any adversity.
Yeah.
And you haven't had to grind. You haven't had to dig deep, and then when it hits you in the nose, it's hard to shake it off.
Yeah, and they've just been hit in the nose twice. By a team that they beat thoroughly in the first round.
All right.
Kudos to Assassins as well. They've actually changed their breakout plan for this final. And haven't been able to adapt to it.
Yeah, what have they done differently?
So previously they were bumping out wide quite quickly.
Yeah.
And that's how Havoc beat them in the first point. Because Havoc broke conservatively in the center, locked lanes, and then bumped out. Like a stutter play.
Yep.
So Assassins have taken that same stutter play, and instead of locking the lanes, they're actually shooting their stutter players. And that's what's giving them an advantage on the break.
Yeah.
I
Havoc are talking it up really strongly over here. Really talking to each other, trying to really encourage everybody to get out and play hard.
Looks like Spatch might be going snake side. I'm pulling for Havoc on this one. I want him to come back and make it a game, get another point. Let's see some grindy finals out here. Guns up, Pain is in the air, and Assassins drop one off of the break.
Yeah, was that the Beast player? Dorito corner's getting checked.
Alright, Dorito corner's clean.
They're just the Beast one.
But that's a start for Havoc. Spatch is moving up to the highway, and looks like Callan drops and Francis fills.
Filling in. Francis is hungry to get up there. You can just see it as it's moving.
We got 2.5 minutes on the clock, and the onus is on Havoc to push into these guns.
Havoc has to make the play. Assassins just need to lock that field.
Patch makes it into the snake as Francis pushes up to the A.
So right now, Ryan needs to be communicating to his beast player. Johnny's
Moving the
Dorito
Doritos.
3. I don't think anybody's seen Johnny's jet bump yet. Okay, there we go. They've just killed the Dorito gun.
Just under 2 minutes. Francis is trying to make something happen.
He didn't hear him when he called the Dorito.
Francis didn't pull it off, unfortunately, but he knew something had to happen. We got 3 on 4.
He's in there, Dorito 4. Assassins got back center, Dorito corner.
Yeah, Dorito moved up. Dorito.
Death Cake and Dorito 5.
Havoc just lost another player. I think it's 2 on. Oh, Spatch takes out Ryan going to his home.
It's 3 on 2. Oh, Johnny's gone as well. No, it's 2 on 1.
Yep, 2 on 1 now.
Haven't lost a player and took 3 at the same time.
There's almost 1 minute left.
Yeah, they need to move.
So we might need to just keep our voices down a little bit so we don't tell Spatch what he's got to do on here, but. That's James moving up the Doritos. Spatch is moving up the highway now. They've got to go to that Dorito. Or they've got to go to the buzzer.
They've got to go really fast.
Yeah.
So what? Why is nobody sprinting to that button right now? What are you guys doing?
They're checking each other.
They check each other and.
Insane.
No. Crazy stuff.
So they've just burned a couple seconds of their game time.
Yeah.
So
30s.
It's great. They got that point. They got that point. It's going to make for an exciting last point, but I don't think there's enough time here to actually do a proper comeback.
Yeah, neither do I. They might have a minute left because I didn't hear the refs call a minute, and maybe I clocked out.
Oh, that could be, yeah. It could be.
But still, a minute to take a point, to take it to a tie. It's hard. Assassins are going to come out and just hold the field square.
Well, again, anybody who's watching, thanks. I got a message from Mike Wybrew just a second ago. I hope you've been able to find the stream. Thank you for your support. You and I have a few conversations over Facebook from time to time, and I think we disagree on a few things. But whenever we need a little bit of support, you're a pretty supportive guy of us out here, and man, I love coming out to Super Sevens.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Thanks for getting around us in our little imposter cast over here. Means a lot that you're interested in what we're doing.
Over the years, Mike's done a lot to support this scene over here. He supported me through all my endeavours. That's how we got our first great field out here a few years back.
Millennium Field.
Yeah, and the bunkers are still being used now.
Yeah,
so.
You're right.
They're still out, the ones that you and I bought.
All right, coming back to the field, we've got Assassins on your left, up 2 against Havoc, who until this finals has not dropped a point all round.
Yeah.
They're not going to be happy. Trying to listen in to see if I can hear the ref say how much time's left. Amanda. Just let them focus, get their job done. Havoc's charging up the field. Francis.
Command center. 2 players in that command center.
Francis. They know they've got to get it done. They've got to take around. They've got to drop bodies.
G1 on.
G1 from Nathan.
Nathan's for shot out of the back center for Assassins.
Spatch, I think's gone.
Another one.
Callan's
2.
gone.
Francis and Callan both dropped for Havoc.
Francis is still in. That's time.
Yeah. So your clock wasn't that far off.
Not too bad.
You're only 2 seconds off.
We must have missed the 1 minute call, but wow. Provided that there's no turnaround here, Assassins have got it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's their first event win.
And pretty well deserved the way that they played the
They
finals.
played finals
Yeah.
very well. They switched their gameplay specifically to beat this other team who couldn't adapt well enough, quick enough.
I'm going to keep the camera on the field for a second in
Yeah,
case
absolutely.
we get a little bit of a celebration from the Assassins.
Yeah, or some controversy or something.
Pretty serious check on the player over there.
Oh, I hope he's got his gun locked.
That's Ryan.
They've still got a couple of players left if there's a penalty.
Ryan would be going through some agony right there, standing there watching. Again, there's the 3 refs around your gun. Is never a good feeling. Havoc players standing by.
Players
Ryan's
eliminated.
gone. Penalty.
for 1.
Johnny's gone. 2 for 1. What's just happened? I think we got 1 player left still,
I'm
though.
actually not sure what's happened here because Havoc can't hang the flag 'cause time's up. So I don't know if they just get the bodies and Assassins still win.
I think Assassins won. It looks like Johnny and some of the Havoc boys are like giving each other fist bumps. So I don't think there's any contention at the moment.
Unless it becomes like a 3 for 1 and it gets changed over, they get the point, I believe.
If that's the case, I don't think that the Assassins boys would be fist bumping anybody out there
you're
right now.
They'd all be going in to get ready for another point.
Yeah, no, it seems pretty congenial out there.
Yeah, I think that's it. Assassins are congratulating each other. I think we got our winners. As Johnny's
Look at Johnny
pointing at us.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. I reckon that does it.
Yeah.
I would have put my money on Havoc at the start of the day, but Assassins really came through and stepped up.
What happened there, Amanda?
So that was time on the game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Assassins had a hit on one of their players. It was awarded as 2 for 1, but they still had
one player
remaining
left.
body at the end, so it didn't really affect anything.
Fair.
So
Yeah.
Assassins win 2-1.
Wow.
Cool.
Interesting outcome for the final. Not what we expected. But
No, but it's exciting, and I'm glad Havoc came back and added another
They
point.
did, yes.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, I guess that just about does it.
Yeah.
Tough to play more. Who would you pick today as best player on field and best rookie?
Oh, that is a really tough one, and you're putting me on the spot on camera. Field's dead. Thank you. Best rookie. It's a tough one because all 3 of those Jokers players played quite well. I saw Phil was doing a lot of communicating. He was pushing up the snake, but then I might be biased because he was closer to us.
Yeah, we saw more of him.
Alexis.
Unfortunately, we couldn't see a lot of Maya because of those temples block our view.
That's going to be a really tough
Which
one.
was the young girl in the pink?
That's Alexis.
Alexis.
She had
was
really good form.
Getting really good technique.
Yeah, and she took out that bunker run through.
Yeah.
I'm stoked on that.
She scared a couple players because she started railing later in the games.
Yeah.
And definitely scared some of our players because they were coming down there to be very gentle.
Yeah.
And she started railing.
But then as far as like sort of a best and fairest, that's a really tough one because I don't know. Do you award the leadership of somebody who's like coaching his players to push up and attack, or do you award the player that's like charging up and getting G's and drawing guns? It's so hard to choose.
It could be on any merit you like. I've got a couple picks who I think did outstanding today.
Johnny had a couple of good points out here.
Johnny Francis had some other good games.
Francis did
Bell
so
got
well.
a 4-pack as well.
Now that you mentioned Francis, there's a great argument for Francis out here.
Yeah.
Really heads up play, a lot of responsive play on Francis's part. As soon as a body would drop, he's sprinting out, getting wide, getting up. It's really tough.
He adapted to the game every point, I think.
I just want to take, for whoever might be still watching, and I would have turned it off at this point, everything's over, but I do want to just give another shout out to everyone who's supported us in pulling this together, starting with Rob Barnard, who did so much tech work for us, and I'd call that guy up and he'd be like, yeah, I'm free, come over, and I'd go over thinking it would be 20 minutes, and he's put in 2 hours worth of work for me. Scout as well, he's put in hours worth of work to help us get this up and running, and then he couldn't be here on the day. Kale, you've given us a lot of great resources that helped us get it done, and it was a ball hanging out with you all day, sitting here watching paintball.
A lot of fun.
Rui, who is always open-minded to anything that we want to do out here. He bleeds for this community, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. He'll do anything. Need power? Went and bought a brand new generator just for this.
Yeah.
He puts in so much behind the scenes. People don't even know it.
He crashes his drone for us out here. And then Ash, who, he started the piano, and he's, it's gone from 3-man to 5-man, and congratulations on that. That's fantastic. We got 5-man tournament paintball in South Australia, and we appreciate the good faith in letting us, take some liberties out here in your tournament series, Ash. So thank you for that.
And Ref Sync for coming over. It's a long drive to get over here. They bring the compressor over for us.
Yeah, they do. All the way from Sniper's Den.
Yeah.
All the interstate players. And I mentioned it earlier, I wouldn't have even known where to get started in this whole vision if it wasn't from a couple of generous messages from Adam Connolly from the Super 7s and the webcast that they run. It's so engaging. I understand that the NXL, if you can pay for the Go Sports access, that is just, the quality there is amazing. But the Super 7s one, I think it might even be more engaging than NXL because you can engage with the people in the booth, you can chat to the players who are sitting in the commentary booth. They got 12 cameras, PTZ cameras. It's so much fun watching the Super 7s stream. And I can't wait to be out there in November to hang out with the Eskimos and all those crazy people out there. It's going to be fun.
Oh, thanks everyone for watching. It's been a great day.
Yeah.
Hope you've enjoyed it.
And Bryce is coming over to brag. And is that Rui crashing his... Yeah, that's Rui crashing his drone into one of the bunkers.
All right.
On cue. All right, we're going to kill it. Thank you guys. Share it around. Let us know what you think. And we hope to make it bigger and better next year.
Bye.